To Saturday, and thousands of Catholics converged on Vatican City for the Pope's funeral, then converged on each other to get in as much premarital as possible while God's man on the ground was out of action. In the lead-up, the Pope's body lay in state, which some people saw as a great opportunity for a social media collab.
People inside St Peter's Basilica who are going live on TikTok and taking selfies with the corpse of the late Pope Francis.
This couple stopped to take a selfie and they were told to move away by an usher.
People are pausing and in some instances smiling with the body of the late Pope behind them.
Yep, nice one. Yeah, you get to pay your respects and score yourself a hot new pic for your Tinder profile. It's a win-win. But some mourners weren't quite as enthused about seeing the body, like 12-year-old Noah from England.
What's making you nervous?
It's just like, it's weird, like, seeing someone like dead in the open coffin, you know what I mean? But it's like history, isn't it?
But isn't it great to see the church has found new ways to traumatise children? Thankfully, during the funeral itself, there was no more disrespectful behaviour from the public. That job was safely back in the hands of a professional.
Donald Trump, he controversially wore a blue suit and blue tie, despite the Vatican telling him he should wear a black tie.
Now, to be fair to Trump, he fired all of his black suits for being diversity hires. But at least his initial response to the pontiff's death was handled with the solemn dignity it deserved.
Donald Trump has taken immediate action to respectfully commemorate the death of the Pope.
I just signed an executive order putting the flags of our country, all of them, all federal flags and state flags, at half-mast in honour of Pope Francis.
Wow. But at least the Easter Bunny had the decency to wear a black suit to the funeral. By Sunday, everyone at the Vatican was gearing up for the funeral after-party, aka the Conclave.
The Conclave gets underway 15 to 20 days after Francis's death. The cardinals sealed off inside the Sistine Chapel until a new pope is chosen.
The doors are locked, communication severed. And the 135 cardinals under 80 and entitled to vote swear an oath of silence. The first rule of conclave is you do not talk about conclave.
And the second rule of conclave is you do not talk about conclave. Third rule is if someone says stop, taps out or goes limp, the clave is over. And rule number 4, no chicks allowed. So, who is in the running to be your favourite cardinal's favourite cardinal? Well, there are a couple of standouts in this year's season of So You Think You Can Pope.
Now, in Ghana, they hope Peter Turkson might be the first black pope since the early days of Christianity. Many Filipino Catholics will be praying the Archbishop of Manila, Luis Tagle, becomes a rare Asian pope. The Hungarian Peter Erdo is a leading conservative candidate, while Italian Pietro Parolin is seen as more of a continuity pope.
And black pope, Asian pope, conservative pope and continuity pope will all perform together as the Pope Girls. Delivering classic Catholic hits like... Yeah, it is good. Delivering classic Catholic hits like Christ Up Your Life, 3 Become 1, and If You Want to Be My Apostle, You Got to Get With My 11 Other Apostles. Sunday was also the 4th Leaders' Debate, and Channel 7 decided to roll out their latest game show, Political Price is Right. Peter from Dixon, come on down.
Here is a dozen eggs. Mr Dutton, do you know how much they cost?
About $4.20.
No, you might get half a dozen.
Higher. Sadly for Pete, he blew the showcase when he didn't know if his nuclear policy cost more or less than a 92 Barina. To Tuesday, and with the federal election in the home stretch... just hang on a minute, would you? Oh, would you f*** off, Clive? Yes, I, like millions of lucky Australians, have received unsolicited spam messages from Clive's Trumpet of Patriots. This one says, solve housing, fast trains, 20 minutes, CBD, cheaper land. So less of a policy platform than a housing crisis haiku. Just GETFUC, autofill and send. Now, why is Clive Palmer sending everyone in the country incomprehensible texts? Well, if you pay close attention to him, there's a bit of a hint.
But do they want to vote for the Trumpet of Patriots? Of course they do.
Ah, the Trumpet of Parrots, presumably named after the bird who composes all the text messages. And while the AEC swears the messages are not illegal because political parties are exempt from the Spam Act, that doesn't mean we're happy about it.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
This sentence doesn't even make sense.
Just got this text message from old mate Clive Palmer and his merry band of wankers.
Clive Palmer and his merry band of wankers. Still objectively a better name than Trumpet of Patriots.